Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one I want to talk about the zombie maps in Black Ops again, but specifically like the worst ones or just ones that I don't personally like. Now entirely these maps aren't like the worst of the worst, but it's just like ones that I didn't like or I just are tedious to be on or just annoying to do certain stuff. Now me personally, I've played all these maps over and over and over. Some I've played maybe only a few times just because I found them annoying and I just did not like to play them again, which I'll talk about. But what makes a zombies map horrible? Is it the perks? Is it maybe the wonder weapon? Maybe it's the setting. I'll talk about it a little bit in each of these. I probably won't bring up everything, but I definitely do want to talk about certain things in some of these maps. But hey, let's see what I put down, and maybe you guys can tell me otherwise in the comments. You know, I'll be like, oh, you know, this map's actually better because, you know, whatever your reason is. Now, like I said in the last video, this is just my personal list. Everyone has their own list. No list is right or wrong. Everyone's gonna have their own preferences. But without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Now, starting off with Black Ops 1, I chose Ascension just for the reasoning that you have to worry about the monkeys. This special round or monkey round or whatever you want to call it is annoying on this map. Obviously, the perks are stretched around the whole map just like any other map. But I mean, if you're playing with a whole team or whole squad, it's not bad because you could tell people to go protect 2 perks or go protect 1 perk while you're protecting another perk. But if you're by yourself, you can see how this is gonna go bad really quick, especially if you have more than 1 perk, because you have to defend 2 different perk machines. And if you have the 4 perk limit, then it's even harder. And if you somehow have all the perks on the map, it's a complete nightmare to deal with, especially because you have to run up and down and side to side on this map just to go defend each perk from the monkeys. Not to mention that these monkeys scattered around the whole map, and if you have all the doors open, obviously to get all the perks, like I said, it's just a complete nightmare having to run everywhere. Now, nothing that I kind of hate of this map, it's not really like a big deal, so it's whatever, but I'll just throw it in anyways. It's at the start of the round, obviously it goes black and white, and I don't know, it kind of throws me off a bit. I don't really like it. But I know that another map has done this in Infinite Warfare. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but it's just another small thing that I don't like about this map. Now moving on to Black Ops 2. Now this map, Nuketown, I absolutely fucking hated. This map is so horribly built, and I honestly thought Die Rise was the worst zombies map in Black Ops 2, but playing that map and then coming to Nuketown is a whole different experience. In Die Rise you could at least run around and jump to different buildings, but Nuketown is just, at least in the Black Ops 2, it's just so poorly made. You have barriers up in spots where you can't even take them down. You have these rocks in the middle of everywhere you go, and you can't even like buy them to remove them, especially if they're like at the side of the house or in front of a gate, and they're specifically there just to fuck you over and make it harder for you to maneuver around. And don't even get me started on the whole perk system on this map, which is just god awful, that you have to wait rounds for perks to come out of the sky, and you might not even get the perk that you desperately need, which in this case is Jug. And a lot of people have talked about this, how it's just horrible how you have to wait probably until like round 30 to even get Jug in this game where you go down in 2 hit. And this is another thing that I absolutely hate about Black Ops 2, that it's built for you to play with either your friends or with randoms. Now I personally do play zombies with my friends, but if they're not on, I'm not gonna get into a random game with people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, or people who are trying to fuck you over purposely just to troll you. Now me personally, I've never had that happen to me before, but I know it does happen a lot in the zombies community, especially in Black Ops 2 with the other maps, with the time bomb, with the EMP. The stuff that they have in this game is just, it's built for you to just either fuck over your friends, other people, or just not give a fuck about it and just do whatever you want. Another thing I forgot to add was that I absolutely hate how the perks are placed around this map, especially here where Speed Cola is at, because you can't buy the rock to your left, and if you go in here in a high round and you want to buy the perk, you're absolutely just done for it inside of this fence, and you're gonna get cornered and you can't do anything about it. Now Black Ops 3 has some pretty good maps in my opinion. I don't think there's really like any bad maps, maybe Revelations, but I kind of do like that map for other reasons. But Zetsubou no Shima is one of those maps where if you're brand new to the game and you don't know what you're doing, this map is not for you. But other than that, There's a few annoying parts, like first of all, turn on power. You have to get this irradiated water to bring into stations, and you have to turn two of them on. Two separate stations you have to turn on with water, and then you have to run to the middle to open up the bunker. After that, you have to run downstairs to go turn on the actual power switch, but you have to do something else before that. And I feel like just turning on power in this map takes forever, and it's one of the things that I don't like about this map. And then if you want to pack a punch, there's also, I guess, long system where you have to get these parts for pack a punch, and you have to put this down, and then you have to get another part to drain the water, and then you can pack a punch. Now I do kind of hate the spiders on this map. They're not too annoying, but they have some annoyance to them, where they can put up their webs on the perk machines, on the gobblegum machines, and obviously they could put up barriers, which is a little annoying. I don't know if they could put it on the mystery box. If you're passing by trying to buy a perk with a horde behind you, then you're like, oh, I can't buy that, to circle back around and then break it, which obviously it doesn't take much. You could throw a grenade or you could just knife it, but if you're running around and there's a barricade of spider web, you better hope that the other exit is open for you and there isn't another horde of zombies, because you will get knocked instantly. Like I said, the spiders aren't too bad, but that's like one of the only things that's kind of annoying if they put up the barriers, and if you're not paying attention, it could definitely mess you up in whatever you're doing. Now, like I said in the last video, I don't have all the Black Ops 4 maps, so I can't talk on the other 4, but I know a lot of people do hate the Nuketown on here as well, Alpha Omega. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I have my own judgment once I do get the map, but Voyage of Despair is annoying just because of its tight corners, and you can't really like run anywhere unless you're outside. But even outside, it feels like you're still stuck in like a small area. Now, me personally, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but I like these, like, I guess quote unquote historical places, like how we had the Pentagon. That was fun. Obviously Titanic is really cool, but I just hate how it feels to play on this map, because there's like a lot of spots where you can get cornered and easily killed, and the same thing that Black Ops 2 had in Nuketown, where there's just rocks everywhere that you can't remove, and obviously you can't. It's just annoying that they're there, and they're purposely there to fuck you over, like I said. And the other thing that I do hate about this map is the pack-a-punch system. You have to go to the front of the ship, and then you have to interact with the low system, and then you have to go to the bottom of the ship to do the same thing. And then you have to go to the engine to do the same thing again, and I think you have to do it like 3 times. But this is also one of those maps where Pack-a-Punch moves around, which I don't like when the Pack-a-Punch moves around, because it completely throws you off whenever you're trying to go somewhere. Set in mind that Pack-a-Punch is there, and yeah, once you're there it tells you where Pack-a-Punch is at. But if you already knew that Pack-a-Punch was there and you went there, and then it's like, oh, it's not here, you have to go somewhere else, it gets annoying, because you're like, I ran all the way down here thinking Pack-a-Punch was down here, but in reality it's like above the ship, and now I have to go somewhere else. These are just some of the things that kind of piss me off about this map, but other than that, the map is decent. Like I said, I like that it's a Titanic map. It's a cool historical location, but it's just annoying with some of these things that you have to avoid and you have to do just to get to Pack-a-Punch. Now, Cold War had some pretty good maps in my opinion, like I said in the last video, at least I think I did. I do like the maps in Cold War, but this map, Firebase C, is on another level of annoying. I personally like this map because of the Reiki. Is a really cool weapon in my opinion, a really good wonder weapon. But the thing I hate about this map is the quote unquote special round where you have to protect the ether reactors. Now the ether reactors aren't too hard to protect, but it is kind of annoying if you're playing this map by yourself. I used to play this with a friend when this map first came out, and it was his favorite map, so having someone else help you try to defeat the Orda wasn't too bad, which I absolutely hate having to fight the Orda. It felt like even when using the Reiki, I wasn't doing enough damage. Now, sure, I could have used the Ring of Fire, but I completely forgot that Cold War had the field upgrades. More than likely, it's a skill issue of mine, but I don't know. You definitely need someone else to fight them, because if you're fighting them by yourself, you more than likely are just gonna end up losing the ether reactor, and you're gonna have to go and buy more ammo, and then you're gonna have to redo the ether reactor, and it's just, you're gonna miss out on the max ammo, and you're gonna have to spend more money now trying to get your ammo back. Now these are just the problems I have with this map, especially with the Order, like I was just talking about it. But realistically, if you could get someone else to help you with this map, it's not that bad. But if you're playing it by yourself, like me, I played mostly zombies by myself, it's just annoying. I have to fight the Order and having to defend the ether reactor. Now, Black Ops 6 had some pretty cool zombies, like I said in the last video, and this map was just the one that I picked where I didn't feel like it fit in here, and I'm about to point out why. But this map just felt like it wasn't supposed to be part of Black Ops 6. At least to me, that's what it felt like. This map, for some reason, felt like it was something like out of Vanguard that they just didn't use, and they just decided to use it for Black Ops 6 just to fill in another map slot. Now, me personally, I did the Easter egg for this map, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't the best. The Easter egg steps they're okay, they're not bad. I do like the boss battles you do with the statues, those are kind of fun. But the very end just felt like a horrible boss fight to me because you have to fight an artifact instead of an actual zombie or like an actual boss. And it's kind of tedious to do because you have to defeat each like wave of this artifact one by one with having to shoot a specific part and just keep shooting and shooting until you break it. And if you don't break it in time, you're gonna have to redo that step all over again. Now back to the feeling of Vanguard that I said, I don't know why, but this map really felt like something that they just forgot to use in Vanguard and just brought it onto Black Ops 6 just to fit in the map slot. The red doors really reminds me of the red they had everywhere in Vanguard. The zombies also kind of just felt off. Like obviously this is supposed to be like an ancient temple or whatever, but I don't know, me personally, I just felt like it was just something they just didn't use from Vanguard. Now, people are probably gonna call me fucking crazy for even thinking that. I don't know. It's just a feeling that I got out of it. I'm not saying it's a horrible map. I don't think it's a bad map, but it just wasn't my favorite out of the 6 maps in Black Ops 6. And the boss fight at the very end, like I said, it didn't feel like an actual boss fight. Like having to fight this artifact was just kind of weird in my opinion. But at the very end, where you have to shoot the artifact so it goes back into a spot, it's just kind of annoying because you have to hope that you shoot it enough in time before it blows up and kills you and your teammates, or just you if you're doing it by yourself. Which I did this with a friend, like I said, and we did the directed, and then we had like a test run and we failed at the end, but then we did it again and we did it. But like I said, this map is just, I don't know, it didn't feel like it fit in Black Ops 6. I don't know, me personally, it's my least favorite map out of the 6. Like I said, not a bad map, but it just was not my favorite. And now we're on to the last one, Black Ops 7. Now me personally, I did like this map when it first released. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a cool map in my opinion. But there's a few things that I don't like about it. And one of them being Oscar, which is the main zombie boss that follows you around the whole map. Which is kind of like another George Romero situation where in Call of the Dead, you have something that's constantly following you and not letting you be in one spot if you want to stay in one spot. Oscar has some of these trackers that when he shoots you, zombies get enraged when they're around you and want to kill you even more, which is honestly kind of annoying, and it throws you off as you just get shot randomly and you don't even know where he's at. And to get the wonder weapon on this map is even more annoying because you have to use Oscar to get to certain spots where you need to kill him in certain spots, and it's just kind of annoying that you have to do all this just to use the wonder weapon. I don't know if you could get the wonder weapon out of the box. I haven't tried. I haven't played too much of the map, but when it first came out I did play it a little bit. But if you're someone who just picked up Black Ops 7 and you want to play zombies and this is the map you want to do the Easter egg on, it is kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie, especially like I just said because of Oscar. But another reason is the special round with these monkeys, or I forgot what they're called, the Ravengers, is honestly annoying because on this map it's even worse than Ashes of the Dam, where they're following you constantly and there's these random ass meteors coming out of the sky, smashing down, hitting you while you're trying to run away, and sometimes it'll mess you up and probably cause you to die. I've probably died to this like maybe like once or twice, but still, it is annoying that these meteors are falling while you're already having to deal with the Ravengers constantly chasing you. And there are a few parts on this map where you can fall off, but if you're paying attention, then you should be fine. Now, like I said, this map isn't the worst one. It's just the one that I disliked the most out of all the maps in Black Ops 7 so far. I think we still have like one more map to go. But honestly, this map is just, I feel like it could have used a lot more work, in my opinion. Now, if you made it to the end of my video, I want to thank you so much for watching till the end. I generally have been having a lot of fun making these videos, and would be greatly appreciated to see that you guys are actually enjoying the videos that I'm making. I have more video ideas that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I've been recording some other ones, so that's going to be what I'm going to be doing for now, just Black Ops Zombies. I really like to put out my opinion here for zombies, and obviously we don't know when we're going to get the next Black Ops game or the next zombies based game, because we're going to have Modern Warfare 4 and who knows how that's gonna go. But anywho, this is gonna be it for me, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, if you guys can, leave a like, maybe subscribe if you like it, and yeah, that's gonna be it for me.